You are welcome to online mathematics class and lectures. This video will explain to you how to solve quadratic equation. In general, if A times B is equal to 0, in the explanation, they are telling us that if two variables multiply together and give us 0, he said, then either A is equal to 0 or B is equal to 0, or both A and B are 0. This is the meaning if two number variable multiply to be equal to 0. It is either A or B that is equal to 0. Let's have this example. This is a quadratic equation. In solving this question, we have solution. Now, these are served as A and B. We have x minus 2, x plus 7 is equal to 0. This equivalent A, this equivalent to B, to multiply to be equal to 0, as it was explained that it is either A or B is equal to 0, or both of the variable is equal to 0. So with this analogy, is telling us that it is either x minus 2 is equal to 0, or x plus 7 is equal to 0. X is equal to 2, or x is equal to 7. So this is how to solve quadratic equation, and this is the first method in using to solve quadratic equation. So now let's go to example 2 to explain another form to know how to solve quadratic equation. This is example 2. This is another way of solving quadratic equations. It said, solve the equation A bracket open, A plus 3 bracket close is equal to 0. Telling us that A bracket onto A plus 3 is equal to 0 can also be written as A times A plus 3 is equal to 0, which we have explained to you that A times B, if it is equal to 0, if telling us that A is equal to 0 or B is equal to 0. Now, if A multiply A plus 3, if A is equal to 0 or B is equal to 0, so from this our equation, which we have A times A plus 3, which is equal to telling us now that A is equal to 0 or A plus 3 is equal to 0. So A is equal to 0 or A is equal to minus 3. So this is how, when you see a question in this pattern, this is how you are going to solve it. It is either A times A is equal to 0 or these two is equal to 0, according to the definition given to us in how to solve quadratic equation. So let's have example 3. This is another form of solving quadratic equation. The first thing you are going to do, you expand. This is it. So this can be written as, because it's a square, we have n minus 5 to multiply n minus 5. Why? If we have square, for example, we have k square, it's telling us that k multiply k. That is the meaning of k square. So when you now have n minus 5 all square, will give us n minus 5 bracket open and close, n minus 5. So whereby n minus 5 onto n minus 5 will be n minus 5 to multiply is equal to 0. To multiply n minus 5 is equal to 0. So this is how it is now. N minus 5 multiply n minus 5 is equal to 0. So if n minus 5 multiply n minus 5 is equal to 0, with our definition that if a multiply b is equal to 0, it is either a 0 or b is equal to 0. So we have n minus 5 is equal to 0 or n minus 5 is equal to 0. So n is equal to 5 or m is equal to 5. So final answer here give us m is equal to 5 twice. So this is how we solve a questions in this pattern, that m is equal to 5 twice because it occur in 2 times. So we still have more examples that will make you to understand how to solve quadratic equation. So let's go to another example. So this is example 4. Solve the equation d bracket open and close d minus 4 bracket open and close. We open a bracket again, d plus 6 bracket close or squared. We have solution. Now, for having this question, d minus 4, as I was explained before this time, telling us that it is either d, because we have that if a times b is equal to 0, a is equal to 0 or b is equal to 0. This is the two things that you must put in place, that a is equal to 0 or b is equal to 0. Therefore, you now see that it is either d that is equal to 0. Let's even start before having d to be 0. Let's rewrite to have d minus 4. This is a square. Let's expand it. D plus 6 is equal to 0. So we are able to have split it to the simpler way, that you are now to say that because it is either of this one that is equal to 0. That is why we have the right to see. That is why everything is equal to 0. It is either d is equal to 0 or d minus 4 is equal to 0 or d plus 6 is equal to 0 or d plus 6 is equal to 0. So we have d is equal to 0 or d is equal to 4 or d is equal to minus 6 or d is equal to minus 6. So we go further to rewrite to have d is equal to 0 or d is equal to 4 or d is equal to minus 6 twice. Now, so if d is equal to 0, d is equal to 4, so these are the value of d that can make this to be equal to 0. Let's check and get what we try to explain. Let's check. If we are to check, let's pick any of it. 4. Don't let us pick 0. So we have a d onto d minus 4 onto d plus 6 all squared. Let's see, maybe this will be equal to 0. So if d is equal to 4 and d is equal to 4, we want to check our value. We have 4 minus 4 onto 4 plus 6 all squared. We have 4 onto 0 onto 10 all squared. Since this is 0, everything must be equal to 0. So this is how we solve quadratic equation. These are the first stage. these are the first thing you must understand after you have factorized your answer. So before we go to the way where to factorize our answer, you need to understand this first before doing that. You must understand the logic of the real meaning of equation. So let's also go to example 5, which will be the last example, that no matter how question you come across in a quadratic equation, you must be able to solve it. So next class, which will be in another form of solving quadratic equation in factorization. But before that, let's solve example 5. Now, this is the last example, which is example 5 before a practice work or a class work. Now, it's how solve the equation. For solving this equation, let's rewrite the question again. We have 2a minus 7 is equal to 0. Now, as we have said earlier, we still have to remember our law that it is either a is equal to 0 or b is equal to 0. So therefore, we have 3a plus 2 is equal to 0 or 2a minus 7 is equal to 0. Now, according to our rules, which we have been using, so you make a as a subject, 3a as a subject of the formula, which is equal to minus 7, which is equal to plus 7 because minus 7 will cross to the other side. So by dividing the both sides by 3, we have 3a over 3 is equal to minus 2 over 3, or 2a over 2 is equal to plus 7 over 2. That is how to make a as a subject of the formula. So therefore, we have this cancel, 3 cancel 3, our a is equal to minus 2 over 3, or 2 cancel 2, our a is equal to plus 3 whole number 1 over 2. So this is the answer. So we are expecting you to practice this question. Number 1, d minus 5, bracket open and close, to multiply 3d minus 2 is equal to 0. 4b minus 3 all square is equal to 0. M to multiply 3m minus 4, multiply 7 minus 2m is equal to 0. 5a square to multiply 15 plus 4a all square is equal to 0. So these are the questions to practice for this class. These are the exact class that when you practice this, you make it to understand the class better. So stay tuned for any of our classes that you wish to buy and gain from it. So thanks for taking your time purchasing these products. And also, we have more advanced and below classes. So stay tuned for much. Search our page, our selling page. You'll be able to see more of our products that we are selling, all many classes. So thanks much.